Hey everyone, welcome back to the new video, and in this video we'll be talking about mainly JavaScript files. Also ignore my hair because I just woke up and it looks messy. But anyways, so I found a few JavaScript vulnerabilities and I thought why not to talk about it, so you can also get insights from it as well, and you will understand how you can look for these vulnerabilities and if some of them are worth reporting or not. So hope you enjoyed this video and let's get into it. So these bugs are reported on HackerOne, so I cannot tell you the domain names because it's out of the policy. But yeah, I can tell you what I reported. So got my laptop here. Let me just find that report real quick. Also, if you have not liked and subscribed yet, do it right now. Okay. Well, I've also written a blog on my Medium, hunting API keys in JavaScript files. So you can look on that as well after this video finish. So the first one I have is exposed client secret in JavaScript that resulted me in the 3-digit dollar bounty. So this one I reported to a program that is pretty huge. They have a pretty huge scope and they had a lot of domains in there. So I was just casually looking around and then I came across a lot of web applications. So did the subdomain enumeration, found a lot of web applications, then I ran it through HTTPX and saw which one of them are live. Now I have this habit, like whenever I'm looking, like just looking at the applications, which one is interesting or not, which one I can look after. So I just look at all the subdomains and I filter out which one is interesting for me to see. Basically those kind of applications that has a lot of functionalities and where I can register my account or create an account. Basically most of the time I ignore like portals where customer portals where only those people who have the credentials to get specifically can log in, so there's no point of much checking into it. But sometimes I do check it if I can log in with default credentials, but don't give too much of my time to it. So always give a lot of your time to the applications where you can register your account, have a lot of functionalities, where you have things that you can test. So by the way, I'm literally sitting on my desk right now, but ignore that. I can show you, I'll put as you can see in the screenshot, this is the variable I saw. So while inspecting the JavaScript file in this application, I found an environment configuration. So it was defined inside the front-end code, obviously the public JavaScript file. And among these values, something really stood out to me, which was the client secret, as you can see. So there was hostname, Zendesk URL, Google Maps key, and client secret, and then cache host URL and other variables. So others were not too much sensitive for me, but the client secret could be, because sometimes the secret is used for some kind of authentication or authorization purpose. At this point, I wasn't totally sure if this is worth reporting or not, because it's just a client secret. You never know, maybe the secret is expired, but there are still chances like this secret can be used in protected APIs or to generate some valid token. So I was just thinking about it. So I thought to analyze the JavaScript file even more. And that's when I came across this piece of code. Let me show you in the screen. So as you can see, what this piece of code is doing, let me explain you. So in this flow, the application builds a post request to an authorization endpoint. As you can see, the method is post and this is the authorization URL. And the client includes the client secret, grant type, and the exposed client secret. And once the response is received, the access token is extracted and saved. And as I said, that client secret is actually being used to get the valid tokens. So it is being used somewhere. Now I have a valid proof that that client secret is being used somewhere and it is valid. So still wasn't like totally 100% sure, but this code of block gave me more impactful way to present it to the triager or to the company that, okay, this is something you should look into. So when I found this code of block, I thought, okay, it's time to report it, because this implementation confirms that the exposed secret isn't just like leftover variable. This is being used in some kind of authentication to generate valid tokens, right? So the impact here would be anyone with access to the JavaScript file would generate their own valid access token, and I shouldn't be able to do this. So reported this bug, and I wrote the steps to reproduce and everything. This is a pretty simple thing. I know a lot of people make mistakes. They say, okay, just go to this file, look for this stuff, and yeah, here go the impact. This pretty short report that doesn't make any sense, but even for small bugs like this, you should still write a detailed report. After doing all of that, explaining the code block, what it's doing, the flow, everything, I got rewarded with a 3-digit dollar bounty, which was pretty surprising to me actually, because I wasn't expecting much from this bug. But yeah, so that was a good one. I've actually wrote about it on my Medium as well, so you can definitely read it. I can provide the link in the description. Okay, time to move on to the next bug. The next one we have here is, so I found this JavaScript file where metadata was being leaked in the public.js. What do I mean by metadata? Okay, let me show you. So again, I was doing the same thing. I was looking in the application. By the way, it's the same target. So in the same target, I was looking for different subdomains, and then I came across application. There was a login functionality. So I guess it was a customer portal or some kind of employee portal. Well, anyways, I thought, why not take a single look at the JavaScript file? So I did that. I clicked on the inspect element, loaded the sources tab. So I started looking for some keywords in the JavaScript files like /API, client secret, or API key, or access token. I know there are a lot of keywords, but I usually find stuff like that whenever I look for the simple keywords. Okay, so again, I was looking around, and then I came across a weird piece of code, like crazy. So this contained a lot of sensitive data, not just the API endpoints, but actual access token, hard-coded secrets, internal infrastructure paths. As you can see, the file contained the CI/CD pipeline metadata. So this was the metadata I was talking about, the CI/CD pipeline metadata, shell script, and links to internal artifact repositories for Docker, npm, and other stuff like that, as you can see. So there was more to it. I'm just showing you this single screenshot, but you can imagine like 4 or 5 times of this same piece of code. That was pretty crazy. I was like, what the heck? And then I also saw some emails. So this makes it up by a data leak, and this was committed by real individuals, so you could see their emails, of course. And I was thinking, okay, this is crazy. Some hard-coded tokens and secrets are revealed here, and CI/CD pipeline metadata as well. I confirmed it a bit with ChatGPT to see if it is actually pretty sensitive, and it said, okay, this is sensitive. So then I thought, okay, it's time to report it. Again, could be informative or could be a duplicate, but I won't get my points minus, right? Because it's still valid. It is something that's worth reporting. So I reported it, and in a few days I got their response, and it was a duplicate. But I was like, okay, I found something that is actually valid. Someone reported it, and it wasn't like too long ago. As you can see, it says duplicate submitted at May 13, 2025. And same around that time I reported this bug. I think maybe few weeks after this guy reported. So I was like, okay, it's okay, never mind. At least this was valid. I was like, okay, it's fine. But something I learned, right? Something new I saw about the metadata that is exposed like this in the JavaScript file. Never seen something like that before. So again, I have documented this as well on my Medium, and you can read it if you want from the link in the description. Okay guys, that's it. Just wanted to talk about some JavaScript vulnerabilities that I found, and the point I wanted to make is all these bugs I found were not through automation, they were through manual analysis. So it's not always about automation. You can find these bugs through manual analysis as well, but make sure to look for these vulnerabilities in applications that are rich in functionality, because in my experience till now, I'm not a really experienced bug bounty hunter, but just wanted to share what I've learned. Anyways, so I usually look for those applications that are rich in functionality, and these applications also have like a lot of hidden endpoints, some kind of API keys or secrets in the JavaScript code. and those applications that does not have a lot of functionalities, does not usually have, you can definitely have a single glance, but don't spend too much time on it. Spend your time mostly on the applications that are rich in features. Okay. Also, if you have found these JavaScript bugs or in your own experience through automation, I would love to know that, how you found it. You can provide your ideas, your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have written any blog on how you find JavaScript bugs through automation, would love to know your thoughts in the comment section, or you can just provide the link of that blog. I just wanted to explore. Okay. Also, I wanted to say that I'm working on the next video as well, and it's going to be very detailed and very technical. So this will take maybe a little few days, but yeah, hope you enjoy that as well. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.